Okay, so get this. The Sonic the Hedgehog movies, they're actually, like, becoming kind of a thing.
Really?
Yeah. For this deep dive, we watched this YouTube review of the third one.
Hmm.
And even, taking into account, like, fan bias and all,
Sure.
there are some pretty interesting things that we noticed.
Interesting. Like what?
Well, first of all, everyone seems to be loving Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik.
Oh yeah, he's perfect for that kind of role.
It sounds like he's really going all out,
Mm.
you know,
Oh, I bet.
super over the top, totally embracing the whole cartoon villain thing.
Makes sense. It takes a special kind of actor to really nail those video game adaptations.
Right.
You need someone who's not afraid to just like go big.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, Jim Carrey, come on, he's basically built for that.
He always goes all out.
Like The Mask, Ace Ventura.
Oh, totally.
Those are iconic, and it's because he commits so fully.
Yeah.
And that seems to be exactly what he's doing with Sonic, which is awesome.
And it gets even crazier. Because get this, Carrey actually plays two roles in the movie.
What?
Yeah. Dr. Robotnik and Dee are relative.
Whoa, double the carry.
Exactly. The reviewers seem to think it totally worked, but it does make you wonder.
Yeah, like, does that take away from the other characters?
Yeah.
Especially, since so many of them are CGI.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance.
Right.
Which actually brings me to another point the reviewer made.
Okay.
They were saying how each Sonic movie seems to be getting better.
Oh, interesting.
Like they even compared it to Toy Story.
If that's true, that's actually really impressive.
I know, right?
It means the filmmakers are actually listening to the fans.
Yeah.
Taking feedback and actually using it to make the movies better.
Yeah.
That's so important,
Okay.
especially when you're dealing with something like a video game adaptation.
Totally. No one wants to see their favorite characters totally messed up on screen.
Exactly.
But it sounds like they might actually be hitting that, like, sweet spot. Where it's fun for kids, but also entertaining for adults.
That's a tough one to get right.
Ian.
If they've actually managed that, I think a lot of other filmmakers could learn from that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a real balancing act.
Now, before I forget, it's not just Jim Carrey that's getting all the attention.
Oh, right.
The reviewer also mentioned that the CGI is a lot better in this one.
Oh, that's good to hear. CGI can be so hit or miss.
I know. Especially since this one introduces Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah. And he's voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Wow, they really went all out with the casting, huh?
Right.
So, what? Is Shadow a good guy or a bad guy?
Well, he's known for being a little bit, how do I put this? Edgier.
Edgy, huh?
Yeah, and a little bit darker than Sonic.
Mm.
So it'll be interesting to see how they play that off each other.
That does have the potential to be really, really cool.
I know, right? And if they've actually stepped up their CGI game,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
who knows? This could be like a turning point for video game movies.
It's funny that you mentioned that because this whole thing got me thinking, about how we talk about movies now. Like, we're basing this whole conversation on a YouTube review.
That's true.
And it is kind of a very different beast than, like, reading a review in a newspaper or something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's so much more, like, casual and off the cuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're telling us to like and subscribe in the middle of talking about Shadow.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is now.
It is.
Everyone's a critic, and there are so many different platforms to share your thoughts.
I guess so.
But I think that's kind of cool, It's like, it's democratized film criticism.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's not just a bunch of stuffy old guys in suits anymore.
Definitely not.
It's everyone, and that leads to way more diverse perspectives, which is awesome.
Totally.
So, yeah, the source itself is kind of fascinating to think about.
It is. But I guess the main takeaway here is that these Sonic movies might actually be good. Fun, over the top, and maybe even like something that families can enjoy together.
Who would have thought?
Right. It makes you wonder if Hollywood is starting to figure out this whole video game adaptation thing.
Maybe Sonic is the key, Like, what if this is the start of a whole new era?
Oh, wow.
Where we get video game movies that are actually good, not just cash grabs.
That would be amazing.
Right. Movies that really capture the spirit of the games.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But we can only hope, right?
I guess so. Well, I think I might have to check out Sonic the Hedgehog 3 now.
I know, right? At the very least, it sounds like Jim Carrey's performance is worth the price of admission.
That's what I'm thinking.